opinions expressed are really those of the Emily Pearl Show, its sister stations, its affiliates, or its sponsors, but it is those of the individuals themselves who express it. While the Emily Pearl Show does take stances on individual issues, the show itself remains an entertainment platform. Free thought is a philosophy and not a policy.
Boo, everybody. Hello, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hello, you guys. I see that Sandra is already in the chat room, and we are doing our Halloween show because we don't broadcast on Monday, and Halloween is Monday, okay? We were supposed to do fancy dress tonight, but Sybil had to go to the dentist. So we decided not to dress up because we didn't want to do it without her. All right. All right. But standing by in the green room coming in, heartbeat of the South in my every heartbeat, even on Halloween, my son, Tim. Hey, Tim, what's up?
Hey, Ma, how you doing? Hey, everybody.
Yeah, doing pretty good. Hey, Sandra. Uh,
Outstanding.
yeah, y'all give us some ghost emojis in the comment column, okay? So tonight we're just gonna be real brief because there's a lot going on. The World Series started
Yes,
tonight. I know a lot of people watching the World Series. They started
yes,
at 6 o'clock.
right,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And then it's Friday night anyway, where everybody goes out and dinner and stuff like that.
right.
And then grocery shopping and all that they do.
Yes.
So, but we won't be long. But we couldn't let not 1 year of Halloween pass by without us doing something. Okay, so we're just gonna talk spooky movies tonight. And the question is, what is your all-time favorite spookiest movie? Sandra
Mm.
says Friday the 13th.
Okay, Sandra.
Sandra, you like Jason, huh? Okay, so I want you to tell us why when you get a chance in the comment column. All right.
Right.
Yeah, so we might just smooth right through for about 30 minutes, Tim,
Okay.
if we don't get a lot of participants in the comment column and
Okay.
they can catch it on their free time.
Right.
Yeah, whenever they want to. Thank you so much for joining us, Sandra. Our loyal, most
Yeah,
loyal, one
appreciate
of
it,
our
Sandra.
really
Appreciate
loyal.
it.
Yeah, and I know Mary and Ernestine would probably be here, but they probably trying to get ready for their grandkids' Halloween, probably out shopping for the
Yeah,
kids.
there's a lot going on. A lot going on.
Yeah,
Hmm.
so we understand because they got kids and grandkids.
Yeah.
So we know they're busy.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so right. So Tim,
Yes.
what is your most favorite all-time spooky movie? And I know it's hard to pick just one.
Oh,
So
yeah, I
we
got
got
one.
okay. What you got?
The Exorcist.
Oh no, man, that movie scared me so much when it first came out. God,
It's
I
still
had
number one
nightmares.
after all these years.
I had
Yeah,
nightmares for
still number.
years.
Yeah, it's still number one.
Yeah,
All these years
I had to
later.
stop watching it during that time that I was really scary. Uh,
That look, don't I ain't no different. I can't watch it by myself. I had to watch it with somebody. And I'm and I'm 50 years old. I cannot watch that by myself at 51 years old.
yeah, that movie right there. Was that Steven Spielberg?
No, it wasn't. I can't remember who, but it wasn't him.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
this
it's,
was
it's
before his
hard for me to
time.
pick one. That wasn't really my favorite, but it was a really scary movie.
Okay.
But one of my most favorite was Storm of the Century.
Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah. It's good with Stephen King.
With the teapot, the
Yes.
teapot with man with the cane.
Yes. That's Legion.
That was a Steven Spielberg
It was,
movie.
and it was two cassettes.
Oh, two cassettes.
Yeah, that was a double feature.
Oh, I
Part
didn't know
one,
that.
part two. Uh-huh.
Oh, I
Part
didn't
one,
know.
part two.
Oh, yeah, okay. It's been so long ago. That was years ago. And
Yeah, yeah.
but yeah, that one was one of my favorite. It wasn't. That's one that I could watch by myself.
Okay.
Back even when I was scary.
Yeah.
But I'd have to watch something comedy or upbeat after I watched it, so I wouldn't have it in my conscious subconscious, you know.
Right. Yes, yes.
Bed.
Absolutely. Yeah, yeah.
And
Yeah.
now another one of my favorite ones, kind of sci-fi but scary too, was War of the Worlds.
Okay.
And guess what? That the original War of the Worlds, that was kind of scary. And when it came out, that was years ago. I don't think you ever saw that when it was in black and white. It was a long time.
No, I
And
didn't see that
they've had
one.
a lot of remakes. They've had a
Yeah.
lot of remakes of it. And guess what?
What's
I
that?
just found one about an hour ago,
Yeah.
and it's a British one. It's got
Oh,
3
okay.
seasons. Have you seen
Okay.
it?
No, I
It's got
haven't seen it. I
it's
haven't
got
seen it.
3 seasons, and it's on Epics, but you can see it on Prime Video.
Okay.
Just put in War of the Worlds under search under Prime Video
Uh-huh.
and type in War of the Worlds, but make sure you pick the one that show it has 3 seasons, because like I say, they do have a lot of versions
Right.
of War of the Worlds. They may even have the original on there, because I know a lot of them popped up, but I knew what to look for.
Uh-huh.
This one, the cover is like black and white and red. So when you see it, if you want to check it out, it's British, it's London,
Yeah.
and and some of the it has a few subtitles, because some of the scientists are French.
Yes.
So there's some French that comes up on subtitles, but I haven't seen this, and I just delved into it about 6 o'clock. So
Okay. Okay.
that's what I'll be watching tonight.
Yeah, yeah. I got one a little bit more up to date. One of my scary ones is The Conjuring. I can't watch
uh,
that by myself.
I forgot what that about. I think I've seen it. What is it
It's
about?
about that. It's about that house, and the family becomes possessed. The mother does. Yeah, it's a house that
It's
sit
just
off.
her and her daughter.
It's her and her 5 girls. I think she got 4 or 5 children in the
Oh,
movie. But
I,
the demon jumped into the mother.
oh, it
Yeah.
does. Oh, okay.
Uh-huh. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So yeah, that's the latest. I think
Uh-huh.
it may be about 2 years old.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah,
And then the
yeah.
going back a long time ago, the other scary one
Okay.
was when it first came out. The Thing. Did you
The
remember
thing
that?
you were scared of the thing, the swamp thing or
No,
thing?
The Thing, the one that was in the ice. This was up on the North Pole.
I'm trying to see, do I remember that?
You
It's an
probably
old one.
it's
That's
an
an
old
old
one.
one, right?
You may not have even seen it, but it's in color. Yeah,
Okay.
it's old. It came out in the 90s, like 90, 92, 93, something like that.
Okay.
But it is in color, but it takes place on the North Pole, around the North Pole,
Yeah. Okay.
and
Okay.
ice and snow weather.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. That's sort of like what was that? The Shining was filmed in
Oh,
the
that
color.
was a scary one too, long time ago.
Yeah, The
That
Shining.
hotel
Yeah, at the
was
hotel.
a haunted hotel. But
Uh-huh.
I could never make sense of it. I couldn't really follow the storyline too good on that. But yeah, it was spooky though.
Yeah, it was. And the husband got possessed. And yeah, and the whole hotel was haunted. The
Uh-huh.
whole thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So that was, I didn't grasp the concept of it at first.
Uh-huh.
I think I watched it a couple of times, and then I kind of got a hold of it.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh-huh.
So anyhow, there's a lot, like I say, a lot of spooky movies that have been out. Some are
It
good
is.
and some are not good. Some are memorable,
Right.
some are not so memorable.
Right. Yeah,
But
I agree with you on that.
that I remember when the Mummy first came out, that was scary to me.
The
The
mommy
mummy was scary to me.
was scared.
Uh,
Oh man.
but see, this was before you were born. Hi, Ernestine.
Yeah.
Ernestine made it. Hi, Ernestine.
What's up, Ernestine?
Look, Ernestine, the question tonight is, what is your all-time favorite spookiest movie? And so we've already named some. Sandra said hers is Friday 13th. Tim and I had named some. And so we're just talking spooky movies. We're not going to be on but about 30 minutes tonight because Sybil had to go to the dentist, and so she couldn't be on. We was going to do fancy dress tonight up in costume. So let me apologize to you all for that because she couldn't be on the show to do our fancy dress with us. So we decided that we wouldn't do it without her. Okay. Yeah, but she's doing fine. She had to have a minor surgery done.
Great.
But she's doing fine.
But thank God for that.
Yeah. So we decided we just talk spooky movies for a little bit tonight.
Yeah.
And so like go inside, maybe, you know, the author, the storylines of them, you know, and kind of go to where the writer was coming from. I'll tell you another one that was kind of scary about this woman that had that man locked up the book, right? The author.
Oh, yeah, she broke both his legs.
Yeah, what was the name of that movie?
I can't remember.
No, that was scary, man.
Yeah. She kept him hostage. He was a book writer.
Yeah, she was his biggest fan.
Yeah.
And his car had crashed near her house. And she went down there. And when she found out it was him, you know, at first he thought he had some help.
Yeah. Number one fan here.
Because she fooled him. She fooled the audience too, you know. And because next time we know, I mean, just bam, out of the blue.
Yep.
Ernestine says she liked Friday the 13th also.
Okay.
So Sandra and Ernestine, what is it about Friday the 13th
that
made y'all like it? Is it because it has so many different
Jason? It's gotta be Jason.
They had so many different you know, different they had what they call them series,
yeah.
The 13th, the 3rd, the 2nd, the 4th, the 5th, the 6th, like that.
Right.
Is that the reason why y'all liked it, or was it Jason, or what was it that made it so memorable to you guys? But like mine, like I said, I had several. The thing. What'd you say? Go ahead.
I was going to say you overlooked one that came in your era, the Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
I never did watch that.
You did, and it came out in '74.
I never did watch it.
Oh wow!
No, I didn't want to watch them about to get cut up with no chainsaw. I never did watch. There was a lot of them that I didn't watch.
I got it. Misery. That's the name of it.
Misery. That was the one.
Yeah.
Yeah, with Kathy Bates.
Yes.
Yeah, she was starred in that. I don't even know who the man name now what was cussing, but she played that role.
She did.
And she really played that role.
Yeah, she made a lot of men uncomfortable.
That's true. The Misery. That was in Misery. That was a good movie.
Yeah.
And now a lot of the TV series were kind of good too. Alfred Hitchcock, he was a good writer.
Okay.
These were all black and white before you were born.
Yeah.
The Twilight Zone.
I saw a lot of that.
Remember the Twilight Zone? Yeah.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
These are like television series, you know, that were on back then. And they would have the regular movies on. Do you remember Savard? Used to come on at 6 o'clock on Saturday nights. Savard.
No, I think my startup time was starting up with grandmother at the time, and it started. I think at 7 o'clock with Deuce House.
That was on Friday nights.
Oh,
So
what you
yeah,
said, Saturday?
Survive came on Saturday night at six
Oh,
o'clock.
okay. No, I
Yeah.
can't recall that one.
Yeah, okay. So understand, we're still waiting on you to tell us what it was you liked about Friday the 13th. What was so great about it? And Tim, what did you say
Yep,
your favorite one was?
The Exorcist.
Okay, so what did you like about that? Um,
Well, here's the thing: the amount of time that they put into that movie was unheard of back then.
uh-huh.
So they started it, and they ended up having to stop it
Really?
and starting it back. I think the money that was put into that movie was unheard of at that time.
Oh, okay.
Um, the originality of it, each actor and actresses played
Mm-hmm.
their part to the T. Because
Mm-hmm.
you have to remember, this movie here was causing panic everywhere. People were passing out in the movie theaters. They were running out of the movie theaters.
Really?
Yeah. Because I looked it up because I really wanted to know, how did they make this movie? And
Uh-huh.
it took them I think about 2-3 years
Yeah.
to make it.
Figure
Yeah,
out all the
yeah.
effects.
It's one of those movies where I don't care how old you are, you cannot watch that movie by yourself.
It seemed
Uh,
real.
yeah. I think I snuck and watched either that scary movie or another one that you wouldn't let me see. And I had nightmares.
See, Mama told
I
you
was
them movies will
ducking
give you
down the couch.
nightmares.
Yeah,
Uh-uh.
I caught myself sneaking. And boy, did I
Uh-huh.
pay for that.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Uh-huh. So
Yeah.
Ernestine says she watch it because she always made
Make the
my
kids sit down.
I'll make the kids sit down and the grandkids cut all the lights off
Uh-huh.
and say better be good now. Or I cut the lights back off. And I still do it to this day. Wow.
And that's a good
That
one, Ernestine.
that
That's a
is
good.
funny.
Yeah.
That make them sit down and be quiet, huh? I
Yeah. That's
think.
shock factor. Make them do anything that they want them to do.
What you call it, Tim? A shock factor,
Shock factor.
huh?
Yeah.
Wow, I tell you.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's the same way it was with Storm of the Century, as far as Steven Spielberg writing it and them making that movie.
Uh-huh.
Um, because it came, of course, on the movies first before it came on television. It was
Right.
years before they showed it on TV, and then after they took it off TV for a while, you cannot find it on a streaming channel now. The only place you can find that movie is on YouTube. That's the only place you can find it is on
Oh yeah,
YouTube.
yeah. You're right. That's Stephen King's. And I tell you another one of Stephen King's was The Poltergeist. That was pretty good.
Oh, Poltergeist. Wait a
Yeah.
minute. I'm trying to remember, how did that go?
That's the one with the little girl that the ghosts was talking to the little girl. They moved into the house, right? And the ghost the entity was talking to the little girl, Caroline.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Through the TV.
Caroline.
Through the
Yeah.
TV. Yeah, I remember
Uh-huh.
that.
And
Uh-huh.
you know what happened with that? 3 of those
What?
characters in that movie passed away.
Yeah, they said that.
Yeah, they did.
They said that.
Wow, yeah,
Yeah.
that was weird.
They
Really.
said they said it was kind of based on around a true story
I can
where
believe it.
these developers had
Uh-huh.
built over an Indian burial.
Yes.
And I
Yeah.
think it was in California.
Somewhere like that.
And they said it was a
Hmm.
true story, but the set where they filmed it was not that actual place, but they said that this is the incidents that happened
Right.
were based on testimonies from people that had moved into this new neighborhood.
Right.
And at the end of the movie, it sunk the whole neighborhood in, didn't it? I think it was an
Yeah, at the
earthquake.
end.
Caved
Well,
all the
what it
houses
was,
in, didn't it?
yeah. But that all came from the burial ground.
That's what I'm saying.
Uh-huh.
It
Yeah,
it took all the houses down into the
it did.
ground, and
It did.
hmm and
Uh-huh. Yeah,
they say that it wrote that the meteorologist wrote it off as an earthquake.
uh,
uh,
I can believe that it happened for real.
yeah,
It's not that far
a
fetched.
lot of these movies are based on true stories, too.
Yeah, The Conjuring is based on true story too.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh-huh.
But a
Yeah.
lot of folks just don't believe in ghosts and things like that, but they exist. It's just like they didn't believe in UFOs, but now people have seen them,
Yeah.
and there's just too much out there now that people know that they must exist.
Right. Right.
I mean, I don't know if you can find anybody in the world today that would say they don't believe in no UFO identified flying
No,
object.
I don't think there's anybody left.
Uh-uh.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
but the ghost situation, they only visit special people,
Hey,
certain
what's
types
up,
of people.
George?
That's Mary. Hey,
Oh,
Mary.
your phone acting up. Okay.
Now she on her husband phone.
Okay, what's up, Mary?
Mary. Yeah, so what we're doing tonight, Mary, we talking about what is your favorite all-time spooky movie, girl. Boo. You can read the comments. We've been talking about movies, spooky movies tonight, and Tim and I are gonna take a little break, and that'll give you time to type in your all-time favorite spooky movie or series. Now I know that it's hard to pick just one, but so you can name several of them if you want to. Okay. All right. Come on back, y'all. Stick and stay. Don't go away. All right. We'll be right back. Start this year with a beautiful smile. Do you cover your mouth with your hand to talk? Do you look down or up in order to smile? If you answer yes, then you need to see Dr. Corey. 901-300-4800. Remember, a smile is the prettiest thing you'll ever wear. So invest in yourself today. Call Dr. Corey now. 901-300-4800. Dental Expressions PLLC, 3704 Summer Avenue, Memphis, Tennessee, 38122. 901-300-4800. Dental Expressions, a proud sponsor of the Emily Purple Show. Hey, boo! We're back.
Right. Yes.
Okay, Mary, did you think of a scary, spooky movie that is your favorite? She would laugh and she said, LOL.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so think of one or several. We already talked about a few.
Uh-huh.
I tell you a series that I liked. It wasn't that scary, but it was a good vampire series, and that was Van Helsing. Have you watched
Okay.
Van Helsing?
No, but I've seen it on the lineup, but I haven't had a chance to watch it.
Oh, you better check out Van Helsing before they take it off. It's since October.
Okay.
It's on the Netflix. You can get it on Netflix. You got Netflix, don't you?
Yeah, I got it.
So Van Helsing is good. I think they got about 2 or 3 seasons of it. So,
Right.
and I usually don't go too much for vampire movies,
Mm-hmm.
you know. But that one, I would give it a B+. Yeah.
Okay.
So,
Yeah.
do you take the vampire spooky movies or not?
I do. But I tell you what, I didn't involved in that until after my kids were grown. I was done with that. And then my
Yeah,
significant other, she was one of those ones that like to watch scary movies, but
I
always
know
scary.
because I
Yeah.
told about y'all going to see scary movies when she was carrying those babies.
Yeah.
I sure I used to
Yeah.
get on all the time about
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. So yeah, it was kind of sort of like I think Ernestine was talking about put them in the dark, turn the lights off. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
But yeah. I haven't been as active with the spooky movies.
yeah.
Yeah,
I
like I
think
said,
I think the demonic ones are the ones that pique people's interest most
yeah,
nowadays
yeah,
because people see so much evil nowadays. They figure that people got to have some demons at them.
yeah,
Some
yeah.
kind of demon.
Oh
So.
yeah, oh yeah, yeah,
And they do get them, and they'll jump out of them on you if you ain't strong.
yeah. You got to protect your energy. Yeah, got to
Yeah,
protect
so
your energy.
and
Freddy,
the thing, she
there go
said
Mary.
Freddy Krueger. When they said, "Fred, is that you?" Well, it ain't Dr. Seuss. What was Freddy Krueger on? Friday
Freddy
13th?
Krueger. No. Freddy Krueger ran side by side against
Friday
Friday the
13th.
13th.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. One of the scariest things about Freddy Krueger is he could get you in heat.
Oh, really?
He was one of those ones.
Oh.
Yeah. So the two main characters in there, I think they end up staying up a couple of days or something like that, and they were scared to go to
Don't go.
sleep.
Now that was that Freddy Krueger. I thought that was "Don't Go to Sleep." I thought that was just a movie
Now
called
this
"Don't Go to
this
Sleep."
now this was originally Freddy Krueger.
Oh,
That was the
was.
first movie that I know of that they could attack you in your sleep.
Okay.
Hmm.
Now I'll tell you another series that's pretty good. It has werewolves, vampires, all kinds, all of the creatures in it, and it's a series. What was the name of it? I can't think of it. I've watched it twice too. Um, ooh, 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 uh, Grimes, 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 Tales, Grimes. I told you about watching it. What's the name of it? The Grimes. It's Grimes. I think Grims.
Grams.
Grim. Yeah, Grimm. That's good. It's a
Yeah.
series. They got about 5 seasons. If you haven't watched that, you need to watch Grimm.
Yeah, I think
Mary
I
says,
bypassed it. Yeah.
Mary
But it's
says
good, huh?
Ernestine used to scare all the kids. Would say, "Jeepers Creeper, where'd you get those eyes?" That Freddy Krueger. Was that Freddy Krueger that
I
said
think
that?
I think it was. I think it
Uh-huh.
was. Yeah, he was a character for real.
Yeah. Have any of y'all out in the audience ever watched Grimm? Grimm. That series. It's really good. It has a combination of fright, suspense, all the creatures, um, drama, action, comedy. It's got everything in it. It's a great series. It's got about 5 seasons.
Okay.
You need to check it out. You can watch that on, I think it's on Netflix or Prime Video.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Okay.
Anything else out there, y'all like?
Yeah, Saul. Saul was pretty. It was more mystery though. But Saul
I didn't
one,
never
two,
watch that. That
yeah,
was
one,
about
two.
chainsaws. I
Now it
didn't
was
watch
about it
anything
was
about
a
chainsaws.
it was about a whole different contraptions. But yeah,
Really?
yeah. That was good. I mean, you
Oh,
just
oh,
want.
oh, Tim, what about that one about the butterfly? The butterfly man. Was that it? That spooky one where he
Nah,
break
there's
it.
two different things.
No,
I
I'm
know what you're
asking
talking
you,
about.
what's the name of that one? That I'm talking about where he broke that bridge down with all the people on it.
If
The butterfly man. Was that it?
it's butterfly in it. You're right. Butterfly effect.
Yeah. Was that
Yeah,
it?
yeah.
That's scary.
Butterfly
That's
effect.
yeah, that's scary. That's scary. Y'all need to
Yeah.
watch that. Sandra say she like the Jeepers Creepy movie as well.
Yeah, that was
Okay.
good.
Y'all, if y'all haven't seen the Butterfly Effect, y'all need to watch that. That was
Yeah, that's
spooky.
good. That's what what's his name? Aaron. I can't remember that dude's name, but he's
I
the
don't know the
star.
name of the star, but I know that was
Yeah,
a scary movie.
yeah.
Now that's one that I still don't know if I can watch by myself, Tim.
Butterfly effect.
Mm-mm. That's a scary movie.
Yeah.
That, to me, that was even more scarier than The Exorcist.
Really?
Mm, yeah.
That's kind of
And
wow.
what was the name of this movie that where that little boy say, "I see dead people"? What was the name of that movie, y'all?
Oh man.
That was scary too.
Yeah, I know the one that you're talking about, but
Do
I
anybody
cannot.
know what I'm talking about? What's the
I,
name of Mary? What's the name of Ernestine? What's the
I
name
see
of the son?
dead people.
That little boy. That's
Was
what
it
y'all.
six? It wasn't six. What?
The
What was?
Mary says Sixth Sense. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay,
six. I
that was
said
it.
something. You right. Six
Sixth
cents.
Sense. Uh-huh.
You
Yeah.
are right.
Yeah. That was kind of scary at the time that it came out, you know.
Yeah, it was different. It was
Yeah,
different.
it was different, you know.
Hmm.
Hmm. Let's see. Why we covered a lot of spooky movies
a
tonight.
lot. A lot of movies.
Can y'all think of anything else that we left out? Um, I'm trying to. I watched so many movies in my lifetime. You watch them, then you forget them
Yeah,
because it's not like you watch spooky movies all the time on a
yeah.
regular basis.
Candyman was okay too.
I didn't watch that.
You didn't watch Candyman?
I didn't watch that. I didn't watch that. And they got one out now that I'm not gonna watch. Because they say it's got simulation in it. And I think that's what's drove a lot of people demonic. They say it's got simulation in it, and it's a true story where these two teenagers kill their best friends because they say that this man, they watched the movie.
Slender.
Yeah, Slender Man.
I watched it.
I'm
I
not
watched
watching
it.
that. They say that
Yeah,
Slender
Mr.
Man told
Slender
them to
Man.
do it. They say the Slender Man
Yeah,
told them to kill their best
yeah,
friends.
sure did.
I'm not watching it.
And it's true. It's a true story.
Yeah, so I'm not watching it. Now,
Yeah.
it's certain ones that I'm just not gonna watch because the simulation, and be in these movies. Some of they sneak and put that simulation in these movies and stuff, where that stuff stick in your mind. And I don't like to watch them kind of like, and you can usually tell by the name of it and whatever the description on the information is to see what the movie gonna be about.
yeah, yeah,
So I
yeah,
always got to look at the info first.
yeah. It was very detailed too. Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm not watching it. Have Mary, Ernestine, Sandra, have y'all watched Slender Man? They say that
Yeah.
Candyman was kind of like that too, like that
Yes.
Slender Man. See,
Slender Man was what came behind a game. It was a game that those girls were playing.
oh, speaking of games, back in the day, Ouija board that was scary. Do you
we just,
remember Ouija board?
I remember the title. I didn't see it finding it scary
It,
though. They
it
was
was
up
just
in the
called.
attic.
It was just called Ouija. Yeah, they
They
were
were
up
in
in
the
the
attic.
attic.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I saw it.
It was just called
Uh-huh.
Ouija. That's what it was
Yeah.
called, Ouija.
Well, you know, the Ouija board came in effect in 1973 with The Exorcist. That's what
Yeah.
the girl started out with, playing with that Ouija board.
The Exorcist. Yeah.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
yeah. And the
Yeah.
thing about it was her mama didn't mind her playing with it. Imagine that.
But because they just thought it was a game like Monopoly or something.
Yeah. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah, I guess that could be.
And then Caucasian people don't like us black folk. They don't believe in superstitions and
No, they
ghosts and
don't.
stuff like that until
They
they,
don't.
they find out. It's like I ask this question all the time. Why do Caucasian people always want to be out in the woods somewhere camping?
And messing with animals.
And
Messing with animals.
at nighttime.
Yeah. Yeah. I ain't seen a black person to this
But
day.
that's the one thing you ain't gonna find no people of color doing.
No. We ain't trying to take no picture with no animal.
And they try to be out no camping out in the middle of
Yeah.
nowhere
Yeah.
where no phone service.
No, we ain't doing
In the middle
that.
of nowhere, no houses, just
Nah.
forest.
No, we ain't going to log cabins.
You ain't gonna see too many. And then when you see them movies where they do have a person of color with the Caucasian
That's
people
right.
in these type movies, the person of color always be the first to get killed.
Yep. Yep. That's the saying. That's
You
the
know
saying.
what? And the people always want to know, well, why the person of color always got to be one first to get killed? I say, because they know they ain't got no business, they ain't have no business out there no way, because they don't know nothing about no forest.
Absolutely not. No business whatsoever.
Try to be like somebody else. That's why you got to be yourself.
Going along with.
That's during the time. That's one of them time you got to say, nope, like when people tell me, go on a carnival cruise, go on a cruise. I'm like, nope, because I know me and water do not get along. I'm not going on no cruise.
Yeah.
I don't want to cruise and then go. I ain't going on no water.
Yeah. You know, I dealt with the water. I dealt with the water in the service, but you know what really got me turned against the carnival cruises is
What?
when the C word hit, those people they had to stay on that ship. They could not come off.
On
And
COVID.
and I think they were out there for about a month.
They were. Yeah.
Can you imagine how horrible they was?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, speaking of COVID, now this is just me saying it. Ain't nobody else said that, but Labana Hospital right here in Memphis now, the children's hospital is filled up. They got no beds for children. It was on the news this morning because all the children in Memphis are suffering from this RSV. They call respiratory significant RSV virus. And I'm thinking that this is a result from those kids getting those COVID shots, because this is something that has never existed before, like no RSV pandemic on children, and it's nationwide.
I can believe
nationwide. It's nationwide. So it had to come from those shots.
Yeah.
Giving those kids those shots and those boosters.
Yeah.
And not only that, now it's another strand of COVID out, another Omicron strand of it. And so, but the people that took those shots, they got a terminology for it. They call it long, LONG, COVID, because they still having the same COVID symptoms, even after taking the shots and getting over COVID. And they keep getting it repeated back. They keep having repeat COVID. Because it happened to President Biden. He got COVID 1 week, then next week he was okay, and then following 2 weeks later he had COVID again, remember?
Yeah. I think that was a lie though.
Well, it could have been a lie, but a lot of other people have said they done had repeat They done got it
Yeah.
twice.
But going back to the children, you absolutely right. And what I think they did, they came to a rush to judgment.
Yeah.
That it didn't go through all the stages that it
Yeah.
supposed to went to when they
Yeah.
invented it. So
They did it.
something
I
is
knew the
right.
reason why I wasn't taking it because it was done. It was made up too fast for me. Because I
Well,
know it took them. It took I don't know how many years for them to develop a polio shot, a smallpox shot, a rubella shot, and a measles shot. It took a whole lot of years. It took like centuries, all them years together. And how you gonna make a vaccine for something? I know you got outbreak, but that vaccine was made too fast. I wasn't taking it. I'm just sorry.
Yeah, I took it and thank God I haven't had any effects that I know of.
Yeah, I keep praying that you don't. That's probably the reason why you ain't had none yet. But and then the thing of it too was that you be taking the flu shots all the time too, so your system probably already was used to that type of vaccine. Because in order for a vaccine to be a vaccine, you got to have some of the virus in the vaccine shot. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So I didn't want to be shot with no COVID.
Yeah. No, definitely not.
Because see, I'm allergic to the flu vaccine. So if I knew if I was allergic to the flu vaccine, that I would be allergic to that. So
I done took flu shot probably about 22 years now.
Yeah, so your body was already used to receiving a virus.
Right.
But see, my body is not used to receiving a virus. I have a low immune system. I'll catch a virus. Shoot, if you look at me from 100 yards away and sneeze.
Right.
So I wasn't about to let them shoot no virus inside my veins.
No.
But
for them kids, the outbreak to be affecting the children, that means the government had to know about it, and they're not going.
No, they didn't. They didn't know what the results would be. They did not know all of the side effects.
No, I'm sure.
Now they know. Now they know that it's probably coming from, but they're not going on to it.
Yeah, that's what I mean. What I mean. Yeah, they're
not going on to it. Yeah. When I heard that on the news this morning, because they've been talking about it for about 2 weeks about how a lot of kids and they even gave those COVID shots to infants, like babies 6 months old, 1 year old. That's just too young, And they were saying, and then when they built up to it, and then this morning they said the Labana Children's Hospital doesn't have any vacant beds for children. And the nurse came on, or this chief of the hospital, whoever, she was on live. She said that she saw one child in the emergency room yesterday evening at 4:30 p.m. And when she finished her shift, she said she came back the next day, and that child was still in the emergency room, in a bed in the emergency room, because they did not have a hospital bed, on the floors for her available yet.
Oh, my Lord. That's a crisis right there.
That's a crisis, because I've been through that. You know how I had to stay in there 36 hours in the emergency room when I had the pneumonia.
Yeah.
Before they found me a bed. So, and just for this to just happen all of a sudden, and at the same time, that's no coincidence.
It means whatever they gave them was on a time release.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a time release.
Mm-hmm.
And they probably feared that and pushed the product out there anyway.
Yeah, but we got off topic.
We did.
So let's take a break and come back and do one last spooky movie, okay?
One last spooky.
All right.
The Cupboard Restaurant in Memphis, Tennessee is world famous for some of the best food and Southern hospitality you'll ever find, and is a celebrity favorite. Open from 7 a.m. till 8 p.m. every day. The Cupboard Restaurant is located at 1400 Union Avenue, 1 block east of Cleveland, for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Got a large group? Groups of any size are welcome, and catering is available. While you're there, pick up a copy of Charles Capala's world-famous cupboard cookbook. Check out their website at www.thecupboardrestaurant.com. That's The Cupboard Restaurant, 1400 Union, 901-276-8015. A proud sponsor of the Emily Pearl Show.
we're back.
And we're back. Boo hoo.
All right, so what about Alien? Was that scary?
Alien?
Yeah, when it first came out.
Yeah, given its time frame and the sci-fi effects, yes. I would have to give it a thumbs up.
Yeah, I would
Yeah,
too.
Alien, and they had Alien 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
But that very first one, I suppose, was the best one.
It was.
Yeah.
It was.
What about Predator?
I think I put that more towards military side.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, that goes with like Sylvester Stallone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rambo. I don't like too many of Sylvester Stallone's movies.
You ain't like
but
Rambo?
I did. I didn't watch it.
Okay.
I mean, I saw it playing, but I wasn't watching it.
I'm watching it, yeah.
No, it didn't take my interest. I didn't like his boxing movies either. The only one I liked was The Predator. He was in that, right?
No, not that one.
He wasn't in that, but that's probably why I like. That's
probably
why I liked it.
Yeah, he wasn't in that. That's Sigourney Weaver. She was the main.
No, you talking about Alien? Alien.
Yeah,
that was Sigourney Weaver. I'm talking about Predator.
Oh, Predator. Nah, I can't even recall who was the main character in that. It was wait a minute. It was Rambo. Rambo was in there.
I know what I said was Sylvester Stallone and
you right.
And Predator.
You right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Predator was a thing moving through the trees that you couldn't see. In the shape of a monster. It was alien.
Yeah, and it could go invisible.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Mary, understand, Sandra. Do y'all have one last spooky movie y'all want to talk about? Or is that it for tonight? I might type in something in a minute. Do you have one last one?
I think I got our man out.
Yeah. I'm sure we're missing something because, God, there's been so many of them down through the years.
Yeah, no doubt.
I'm trying to think, make sure that I covered the biggies, what they call the big ticket movies.
Right.
The big ticket ones. And I don't think it's been a big ticket one out recently. In recent years.
No, I don't think so either.
Yeah, I don't think so either. So I guess we'll just cut it off right here. Your closing remarks.
Hey, another great show. Fun, lots of fun.
Yeah.
Keep it alive and we keep it real. Yes. With that being said, wish everybody peace, love, and happiness, and let's be safe out there.
Yeah, I did tell Tim too on everything he said. And thank you guys for coming in with us.
Yes.
Y'all so loyal.
Thank you.
Tim.
Yes.
We got to get a lotto ticket tomorrow. Go get Mama one. I'm gonna send you my numbers and get yourself one because I think it's like 800 million. Billion or something like that. So, and I want to win it so I can send my loyal fans some money. If I win that much money, y'all, I promise y'all, I'm gonna send y'all $100,000 a piece. I promise y'all on the show tonight. I'm talking about my loyal fans. That's Ernestine, Mary, Sandra, Jenny, Paul in Canada. We got a few more out there. Because that lump sum would be like 500 something million. And because I'm gonna take a lump sum if I win it, and $100,000 to y'all, each one of y'all wouldn't hurt it all, right? All right. Okay, so to all of my pearls in the listening audience tonight, a pearl is defined as a precious thing. It is the finest example of something special. So it doesn't matter if you are rich or poor, you, my pearls, are a precious thing. You are a special someone. All right. And as we say around here in the Emily Pearl Studio, Listen, don't hate them, congratulate them. And if you deem it and mean it, I promise you, my pearls, everything that you do, Ernestine say win this week, everything that you do will what, Tim?
Come back to you.
Yes, it will. That's our
All
time.
right.
Love y'all. Mwah. Bye-bye.
Bye.
The opinions expressed on this program is not necessarily those of the Emily Pearl Show, its sister stations, its affiliates, or its sponsors, but it is those of the individuals themselves who express it. While the Emily Pearl Show does take stances on individual issues, the show itself remains an entertainment platform. Free thought is a philosophy and not a policy.